Today is known as the Cosmic Reset Day, the day out of time, which is July 25th. And this is the day before we enter the Lion's Gate portal on July 26th. So this acts like a time where we can fully reset our direction, what it is that we want to move forward into, what we want to create. And with the Leo season supporting us, it's all about our creative endeavors. It's about showing up boldly and courageously in our authenticity, being unapologetic about who we are, showing ourselves, being visible with our gifts and abilities, and really taking center stage. And remember to have fun, to play. That is always part of the lightheartedness of the Leo energy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Carolyn Marie Yakopich, and in this video, I'm going to just do a little bit of a free-for-all. There is clearing that is being asked to be done. There's some toning, some sounds. There's some instruments I have, there's some oracle cards, so it's going to be a blend of all of this together. I'm being guided to start with Rosa Alba to open up the heart space. So spraying this rose scented oil, the most natural and highest frequency of rose. And just allow yourself to tune in to your own breath, your own energy. Draw your awareness into your heart. And this spray is guiding me to share that it is time to allow yourself to grieve. If you have been repressing tears, if you have been feeling a lot, if you've been feeling anxiety or overwhelm and the energy is really, really high in your body, there is a release that is waiting to happen. There is a release that is required for you to step into that next expanded version of who you are. So it's really important that you allow space for the emotions to move through you, space for you to feel. So this might mean making some private time for yourself and really going inward and breathing, because breathing will help you to move that energy. You know, a lot of us breathe shallow up into the chest, up here, and it's bypassing the diaphragm, the lungs, the lower belly. And when we start to breathe down into the belly, like our womb space, and we start to really open and expand it with every inhale and relax on every exhale, this movement in our belly is starting to stir up the emotions. So a lot of the times when we have certain habits to numb out, specifically if you overeat or if you eat foods that make you feel really heavy, this will block the emotions. This will block the emotions from coming out and forward and through. And we really want to create that space now. So breathing into your belly, placing your hands on your belly, focusing on the movement of your belly, and just drawing and calling in your intention to be with what you are feeling, to express what you are feeling, so you can release that and then be lighter, right? We want to be lighter. We want to feel more inspired and more joyful and more lighthearted and playful, because we're here to enjoy life. And yet, with what is going on the planet, both collectively, right? If we look at what's happening in all different countries right now, if we look what might be even happening in our own life, there may be a lot of chaos. There may be a lot of things that are making us feel a lot of things that we don't really want to feel. So the invitation right now is to take inventory on the self and really work with your own emotions of what you are feeling, letting them release, letting them go, so that you can show up in clarity. So if our emotions are running us, or if they're unconsciously running us because we haven't expressed them, we're operating inauthentically. So part of being authentic is allowing space and honoring how we feel, honoring our energy, honoring our body. So that is the first step. So I'm being called to shake up some energy with the rattle. So just allow yourself to receive as it's moving the energy in your aura. It's shaking up the stagnation. And breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, so now I ask that the messages that come through these cards are in alignment with the highest and greatest good of everyone who finds this video, and in the alignment with our soul. First card that pops out is joy. And this is the ancestor card, the altar card of joy. So it's time to do something that makes you feel happy. There's got to be something in your life that brings you joy. And look at simplicity. It doesn't have to be complicated. Next thing coming through is message. So there is a message for you that will come through, and this is once you move that energy of emotion, once you allow that to release, there is something that will be uncovered for you from the release of that emotion. So it's really important that you take that space to feel, to express, so that it creates that space. So you're taking the space, and that will create the space. Meaning that once the emotions move out of you, you're opening your inner portal to receive. And that message will come through, and it's showing me that it's from the ancient ones. So this could be your ancestors, it could be your star lineage, it could be your soul family, your oversoul, your galactic family. So there are messages coming through, and it's really a potent time right now, because as we enter this Lion's Gate portal, we are connecting in with the Syrian beings, with the Lyrans, and that energy is really there to catapult us into our highest timeline. 8/8 is all about the abundance codes, and this is a whole portal of time starting on July 26th and amping up to that peak of the 8/8 portal, which still continues after, into a space of synchronicities and signs and messages. And you may start to see different things showing up in your life that are making big aha movements and moments in your awareness. So just being aware, being open, being present, because we will receive everything that we need for our soul's growth and evolution when we are present. That is how it works. So presence is key. Awareness is key. Awareness is the master key that opens all the doors. So we're moving into the Lemurian Star Child deck now, and opening to the messages that are going to guide us into this portal of time starting on the 26th, tomorrow. And any messages that we need to guide us. Okay, the bottom wants to come right away. The bottom wants to come out, breathing. Okay, so I just said that, breathing. Breathing is going to be, I don't know if you just saw that fly. I just saw, and I'm seeing it again. Call it dust, call it what you will, but I just saw like an angel, little feather, like a dove feather, fly by my head. Okay, breathing is going to connect you in. It's going to connect you into your angels, the ancient ones that are coming through. It's going to connect you in to your guides. So breathing is key. Feel your body, sensations, Purity, clarity, expression, right? So when we breathe, when we clear the emotions, it's a purification process. It's really important that as you breathe and you do this practice, drinking lots of water to replenish the system. And it's really helpful to bring in lemon or lime to alkaline the water for your system as well. It helps the body process it, or even infusing herbs in your water, that helps as well. So it's interesting, even in this image, there is water, right? There's water, and she's standing on the water, walking on the water. And water is our emotions, right? And when we walk on water, we have mastered our emotions. And then she has a ball of light in her hands. And it's interesting too, because of this like depiction of the sun, right? And the sun is part of this conjunction that happens on the 8-8 portal. So it's talking about mastery in this time as we move into this Lionsgate portal, mastery of our emotions, focus on the breath, use breathwork practices to move through what you are feeling so that you can create that space of purification and you can connect into your guides so that you receive those messages that are meant for you at this time. And these messages are going to bring you into your highest destiny. That's what this portal is all about. It's really about bringing us into our highest timeline and accessing parts of ourselves, much like when you visit sacred sites, accessing parts of ourselves that are going to help us to integrate soul fragments that are remembrances, right? It's like remembering our soul fragments so that we are more of ourselves in our wholeness, in our divine expression. The next card coming through, Cities of Light. Oh, it's so interesting because this is sacred sites. I just said sacred sites. You see the UFO on top. You see the mountain, right? This is Telos. This is Mount Shasta, root chakra of the earth. So Telos, Adama, inner earth, etheric retreats, family of light. Right? So you may be feeling this connection to this land, to Mount Shasta. If you haven't heard of Mount Shasta or Telos or Adama, the city of light, it's okay. What is coming through beyond this is to anchor into your root chakra. Your root chakra, no matter where you are in the world, you do not have to visit this site to connect into the energy of it. You can simply go into meditation. You can look up Mount Shasta, look at the mountain, see it. And it's going to connect you in. So that is all that is actually necessary to bring yourself into that place. And when you go into meditation, you can visualize yourself going into the inner city, which is in the mountain. And it's basically you're moving into a higher dimensional plane. It's the invisible plane. It is where we are going to connect with those guides, right? It's part of connecting in with the ancient ones that are showing up in this reading so that we can be fully enlightened in our essence of that lineage, right? So it's about anchoring more light. It's about connecting into the earth and into our bodies. Our bodies, it's so important. Our bodies are being upgraded right now in a way that feels very intense. Most of us are going to feel like we don't even know what it feels like to be in our bodies because it's completely different. Our bodies are shifting and changing. Our cellular DNA, it's all changing. So breathing, right, creates the space, anchoring into the root chakra, which is Mount Shasta, anchoring into the root. That means the base of your spine, anchoring your roots down into the earth. You can take this as a visualization, sending the cord down, sending your energetic roots down into the earth, moving through all the layers of the earth, finding the center core of the earth, seeing a beautiful diamond crystal light at the center core of the earth in your mind's eye, iridescent and glowing with the rainbow light colors, and you wrap your roots around this diamond light crystal, and that connects you into the earth and to Mother Earth's heartbeat. Your heartbeat and Mother Earth's heartbeat merge as one, and you anchor and root your energy in. And this is all about getting comfortable being in your body, because so many star seeds, so many star children do not feel comfortable in their bodies, do not feel comfortable on Earth, because it does not feel like home, because our home is galactic in nature, and we recognize that we are made from the stars. And we are also made of the earth. Our physical body comes from the earth, right? So when we can start to connect in deeper to Mother Earth, this is the message coming through here from this card. That's not the card. This is the card. Cities of Light, Earth Chakra. It is really about connecting into Gaia, to Mother Earth, to Pachamama, to taking time every day, especially during this portal, because the energy is only going to get higher. I tell you, every year it happens. Every year I'm buzzing through this time. And it's already been pre-waving, meaning we've been experiencing it already leading up to this time. So the more you can get outside, put your feet in the earth, let your feet connect to the electromagnetic field of the earth, being in grass. Feel it, breathe it in, feet in the dirt, hands in the soil, hands on the trees, sit on the earth, feel your root connected into the earth. Do that visualization to connect into that diamond crystal. And as you connect into that diamond crystal, wrapping your roots around, you can inhale that energy back in through your root and into your body and into your heart and out into all directions in your body. So you just keep using that flow of your breath to inhale Mother Earth's energy and to exhale to anchor it in, that nurturing energy, that supportive energy to keep you in your body anchored, so that the clearer you become through this breath, through this practice, through this grounding process, the easier it will be to integrate and process this higher frequency light energy that's coming through you, that's meant to be expressed through you as part of your divine expression. It's part of your cosmic nature to hold more, hold space for more, hold a higher frequency, be the example of living light, be the example of love on the earth. So the next card that came through with that, interesting, is travel, inner and outer journeys, believe in yourself, big shifts. So again, and I love the dragons. I live in Glastonbury, England, and I am living on the ley lines and working with the ley lines, the dragon lines, in all parts here around this area. And it is one of my passions. And there's so much activation that you can do. And in this card, it's saying inner and outer journeys. So again, you may travel to these destinations. You may be called to go to certain locations, sacred sites, ley lines to activate yourself, or you can go on the inward journey. You can really just tune in through your meditations, travel to these destinations in your meditation and collect the keys and codes that are meant for you at this time, because there are messages there for you. And like it says, big shifts are on the way. So if you are being called to travel to a site, go there, because that is your intuition guiding you to a specific place. And if you have things coming up that are preventing you, whether it is I'm thinking about finances, or I'm thinking about time off work, or maybe this can't happen, or maybe it's not now, maybe it's later. Like, if you're making excuses, there is always a way. If the soul is calling you to go somewhere, to be somewhere for your journey of ascension, there's something there for you. So just allow yourself to be open to the possibility without making excuses, without, getting really contracted around the details. Open up to the bird's eye view, relax, visualize, go into your meditation, visualize yourself being at these sites that you're being called to. Know that you are an infinite being with infinite potential, and everything is possible when we get out of our own way. So if you can create that space every day to see yourself where you want to be, hold that vision, and hold that vision in the frequency of gratitude. Feel yourself already there. Be embraced by the land of where you are at. Just feel it on every level. And then once you're out of your meditation, let it go. and the universe will rearrange and do what it needs to do in order for you to be where you need to be, and it will happen. So next I'm being called to choose a card from the angelic activations. One message here from one of these beautiful light beings. Oh, that's flying right out of the deck. Dominions, face your own shadow. In order to continue healing to the world and dispel the energy of, I need to take my glasses off to read this because it's not continue. In order to contribute healing to the world and dispel the energy of darkness, you have to face the shadows of your own soul. It's not that they are bad, more than they are part of your most authentic self and story that you are avoiding. And this will only hold you back from healing and growth. Face all parts of yourself now. And the activation of dominions is I am willing to light up all parts of myself. So this card is asking you to illuminate all the dark corners of your life, all of the things that you are avoiding, because your story is your offering to the world. When you work through any of those aspects within you that you are repressing, avoiding, or not accepting, when you start to integrate them, shine light on them, and start to allow, remember those feelings through the breathing that I said at the beginning, start to breathe into those spaces in your body. You could get so intimate with your body that you will actually start to feel where you are holding the emotions in your body. If you take time to be very present and intimate with your body, it will tell you exactly where you are holding the emotion, the imprint, the memory. You can breathe into that space and use your intention and your presence to clear that energy out. You can also start to feel it in your auric field. So that is another aspect, right? So tuning into the body, tuning into the aura, noticing where the energy is stagnant and clearing it out, clearing it out. It's time to face your shadows. And once you face them, once you shine light on them, once you start to accept them and allow the feeling, and then from allowing the feeling, you're going to start to take more care and nurture yourself. And then from that space of nurturing and giving yourself the love that you need, you're going to be able to forgive. You're going to forgive those parts. It's not about feeling the shame and blame anymore. There's nothing to be guilty or shameful about, because we are whole. We are whole beings in our truth. And all that is required of us is to integrate all parts of our story and to really accept and allow it so that we can come into a clean slate of presence, pure divine presence. And when we are in presence, in that present moment, the past does not exist anymore. The future has infinite potential because we're not living in our past. But in order to get to that space of pure presence and being in the moment, it is required that we address our shadow, that we integrate the shadow so that we fully come into the wholeness. And then our shadow becomes part of the beauty of who we are, because it uniquely makes us who we are and what we've experienced in our life. And that, my friends, can lead to our purpose and what we are here to share with the world, because our story is part of our gift. Our story is part of our offering. And there are other people that are waiting for us to share what we have been through so that they also can receive the help that they are looking for. And you and only you have that unique expression, that unique voice, and that unique experience that others are waiting for. So I feel like that is complete with the message, and I'm going to end with a little bit of toning with the crystal chalice. And this is moving into the sacral chakra. So bring your awareness into your womb space. You might want to place a couple of hands on your womb. Close your eyes. Begin to breathe into your belly. Feel the energy in your womb space, this space that is your creative portal, your space of sacred sexuality, the flowing energy of water and the emotions that move through this space, and just breathe into it deeper to allow yourself to feel it fully. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Now breathe deeply into all spaces within your womb and into your lower back as you listen to the sounds moving through it. Gently, softly breathe into your belly as you inhale through your nose and exhale gently and softly through your mouth. Allow yourself to come back into the space. Softly and gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here with me. And remember to subscribe to my channel for more content like this and enjoy this journey on this amazing Lionsgate portal. You are here for a reason. Be open to all possibilities. Sending my love and blessings. Until next time.